Okay. Well, this isn't a classroom or a bathroom, so great. We are 0 for 5 as far as doors are concerned. You'll love college. It's so great. Well, so far, all I've done in college is get lost, so excuse me for not believing you, Belinda. Ugh. God, this place is a mess. Is this some sort of storage closet, or... Oh, okay. Apparently all these boxes are empty. Just a room crowded with empty boxes. Excellent. Normal. What is that light? Okay. Guess nothing dangerous. It's just a bunch of very old equipment. Oh, hey, microphone. Maybe they had a college radio here once. Does that light mean it's on? Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Hello? No, not hello. No one's gonna reply to you, dummy. This is a one-way thing. And if anyone is out there, they have been listening to you talk to yourself for 5 minutes. Oh. Why would this thing even be on? Clearly no one has been in here for years. This school is so freaking weird. Though, I guess that means no one is listening either. I mean, no one really listens to college radio when it's actually thriving, so it probably doesn't matter. Okay, we're fine. We're cool. I mean, I could, say whatever I want and it would just vanish into the ether. So I'm going to get this off my chest, okay? Non-existent audience, I don't belong here. And this isn't a statement from the depths of my youthful ennui or whatever. I mean, I don't belong at Mount Olympus University. The people here? They aren't people. I mean, they are people. I'm not trying to be rude, but they are people who can do things people can't do. Before I came here, I was sitting around thinking, oh, isn't that hilarious? There is a typo on the schedule that says there's a class called Water-Based Spells 121. What a delightful mistake. But it wasn't a mistake. The only mistake was me coming here. I mean, it's not like I didn't know something was fishy before I came here. It was just that I was kind of desperate. You see, this will be so dumb if somebody actually tunes in. Screw it. What have I got to lose? It's not like my college career is off to a stellar start anyway. All right. So, backstory. Going to college was always my dream. It sounds kind of dumb now since I'm technically an undeclared major, but I like learning. I might not know a lot about myself, but I know that. I knew I wanted to get my degree and then my master's, hell, maybe even my PhD if I wanted. It was never about what I wanted to be, it was just a matter of what I could learn, you know? So college was the thing I wanted, and I forced my parents to start my college fund when I was 5. I was a very precocious young person. It was always the safety net I had, you know? For my entire life. We would add to it on my birthdays, and it was always just there. Still with me? All right. Now smash cut to when I graduated high school. In my head, I'm like, sweet, college time, yeah? But then, everything started going wrong. Really fast. Have you ever had a situation where so much goes bad you can only laugh because it's hilarious how terrible it is? Like it actively stops being sad and becomes a joke that you're almost in on just because it's happening to you? That was what happened to me. First, I discovered none of my college applications went through. None of them. I received a phone call saying our home was the victim of a freak internet accident, which I am 90% sure is not a thing. But I had a dozen applications that just apparently vanished. And somehow this was not revealed to me until it was too late to apply again. Trust me, I know it sounds crazy, but I swear it's true. That was real bad. And I thought, okay, so I have to hang around a little longer. No big deal. At least there's a college fund, right? Well, my parents spent it. Every last penny. They used it to join a yacht club. We don't own a yacht. We are entirely landlocked. There is barely a puddle to splash around in, much less a place to house a whole yacht. But apparently that didn't present a problem to anyone else. The only hurdle they saw was the fee to join. But hey, they had a whole bunch of money in an account just waiting for them to take. Suddenly, they're walking around with anchor jewelry and sweaters tied around their necks, and I have nothing. Listen, non-existent audience. My parents aren't bad people. They just aren't particularly good people. Or, thoughtful. But there aren't enough empty airwaves in the world to make me get into that right now. So after this, I'm already thinking that someone is playing a game with me, like some kind of god or fate or whatever you want to call it. And when someone is in that sort of position where they think they're at the butt end of a joke of some invisible higher up, I guess it makes them vulnerable. And that just about brings us up to this weird room full of empty boxes. It was only about a month ago that I got a letter from Mount Olympus University. It was sitting on top of all this junk mail with my name on the front in fancy gold letters, which I guess should have been my first warning, because what kind of school takes time to emboss? But this uncomfortably fancy letter said not only was I accepted to the hallowed halls of MOU, but I also had a full ride. A full ride. And all of a sudden my problems were solved. It didn't even matter that my college fund was literally sent to sea. I could actually go to school, which was amazing. It was just, the thing is, I don't remember ever really applying here, per se. I maybe had never even heard of the school before I got the letter. I tried to research them after the fact, but their internet presence was iffy at best, which, again, weird. I even tried calling them to let them know how wrong they were, but no one would pick up. And then they would randomly leave me voicemails congratulating me, and we went in this circle for weeks, and maybe accepting full tuition from a mystery school you never applied to is an ethical gray area. But you have to understand, I went from having a pretty solidly planned future to having none at all. And so, I took it. I accepted. I figured it was a mistake on their end, of course, and any day one of their vague phone calls would tell me as much. But that call never came, and I just sort of showed up here. And here I am. So yeah, I guess I should have known from the start that I was in over my head. But I was expecting, at most, some very poor clerical upkeep. I did not expect a school full of freaking superhumans. Like this guy who goes here, Zeus. He's the worst. I'm going to try not to talk about him much because I swear to God he senses his name in the air, and if I talk about him too long, it will give him time to track it down, and then he'll manifest expressly to make me miserable. But I watched him summon lightning the other day. That is not a euphemism, even though I am sure he would love it to be. He just made lightning strike. In the cafeteria. 2 inches away from that Osiris guy, who didn't even blink, by the way. And everyone else in the room was super chill with that. Just another frickin' day in the lunch line. And Professor LaFay. She's just a witch. Not the old school pointy hat and cauldron type, but the kind who can make water move or create fire out of nothing. Which is super cool, don't get me wrong, but I am destined to be her most disappointing student. You know why? I can't do magic. And that is the smallest iota of a fraction of what happens here. Overwhelming is an understatement. I barely even slept since I got here. Dorm life is proving an interesting challenge. My roommate Aphrodite, she has an active social life. Don't get me wrong, she's actually really sweet and she's been very nice to me. She just enjoys spreading the love. At night. In our dorm room. Which, no judgment, she's living her best life. I just wish she would do it at a less awkward time for me. I don't even know what power she has yet, so I'm just waiting for our room to explode or something and take me with it. Which, at this point, not the worst option. I guess that's the whole story of how I came to be here. At the university, not this room. I'm in this room because this school is a labyrinth. Literally, I met a minotaur here. His name is Carlos. He's pretty nice. I know it's only a matter of time before I'm found out, of course. I should probably just get ahead of it and leave now. Honestly, though, I'm still getting to learn stuff. I mean, the literature courses here are fantastic. And even if I can't do magic, I'm learning a lot about the science behind it, and it's cool. Plus, there's the fact that if I leave, I have nowhere else to go, so I guess I'm just going to stay here until they get rid of me. That's a decision I just reached right now after spilling my guts to a station no one has tuned into for a million years. And once they finally kick me out, I guess I'll figure out what to do next from there. This was kind of cathartic, talking to no one. I mean, I guess I haven't talked about everything that's happened, ever. So, yeah. Thanks, mysterious unused radio room inexplicably filled with empty boxes. Well, it's about 2:30 p.m., which means if I start looking now, I should make it just in time for my 7 p.m. night class. I guess it's sort of cool knowing this is here. I hope I can find it again. I think Carlos is coming by, so I'm gonna go. I feel like I need to say something to wrap it up. I mean, I know I've been doing this under the impression that no one is listening, but it seems weird to just jet and not say anything final, so, I guess this is Pandora Wordsworth, signing off. Bye. Oh, sorry, Carlos.
I wish I could look you in the eye and tell you I love you without explaining why. Your unyielding attention sends me into a haze, and it's all I can do to avoid your gaze. I don't know if there's any.
Mount Olympus University is an original story conceived and written by Rhianna Nicole Larson. Sound editing done by Luke Van Humison. Music by Teddy McCrell. Our icon was designed by Jess Reed. The role of Pandora is played by Rhianna Nicole Larson. You can send us an email at mountolympusuniversity@gmail.com. That's MTOlympusUniversity@gmail.com. Or find us on Twitter at Mount Olympus U, spelled MT Olympus U. Please consider subscribing, rating, and leaving a comment to help more students find us.